Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. My name is Nancy, and I have over 15 years of experience working in the U.S. healthcare industry as an AR caller, handling claims, denials, and patient accounts. Today, I'm going to explain two of the most important documents in medical billing: EOB, Explanation of Benefits, and ERA, Electronic Remittance Advice. By the end of this lecture, you will have a crystal clear understanding of what an EOB and ERA are, why they are important, and how an AR caller must use them in daily work. Let us start with a question. What is an EOB, or Explanation of Benefits? An EOB is a document sent by the insurance company after a claim is processed. It is not a bill. It looks like bill, but it is not a bill. It is a summary of how the insurance company handled the claim. Think of it as a report card for the medical claim. For example, once the insurance company receives the claim, they review and process it. This process is called claims adjudication. During adjudication, the insurance company decides how much of the billed amount is allowed, how much they will pay, how much the patient is responsible for, and whether any part is denied. After the claim is processed, the insurance company creates the Explanations of Benefits, or EOB, and this EOB is then sent to the provider and also to the patient or insured member. So the EOB is not sent immediately when the claim is received. It is only sent after the insurance company finishes processing the claim. As an AR caller, the EOB is your map. It tells you where the claim went right and where it went wrong. Now let's move to the main point. Why is the EOB so important in medical billing? The first important point is transparency. The EOB shows exactly how the insurance company processed the claim. It is fully transparent. It tells you what was billed, what was allowed, what was paid, and what the patient owes. The second important point is proof of payment. The EOB is your proof. It confirms whether the insurance actually paid, how much they paid, or if they denied the claim. Without this document, we cannot verify payments properly. The third important point is denial management. The EOB is our main source of truth for denials. If a claim is not fully paid, the EOB explains why it is not fully paid. It gives denial reason codes and descriptions, such as coverage terminated, invalid CPT code, or prior authorization missing. Without this, we would not know what went wrong with the claim. The fourth important point is guidance for next action. This is the most practical use of the Explanation of Benefits. The EOB tells us what we should do next. Should we close the claim because it was paid correctly? Should we appeal if the denial was incorrect? Or should we rebill with corrected information? Every action you take as an AR caller is based on what the EOB tells you. You should always remember that without an EOB, an AR caller is like a soldier without a weapon. Without this document, you cannot fight denials, you cannot track payments, and you cannot guide the provider or patient correctly. So, always remember, mastering the EOB is mastering the foundation of AR calling. Now that we understand what an EOB is and why it's important, let's move forward and actually walk through the key sections of an EOB, Explanation of Benefits. Imagine you are holding an EOB in your hand. You can see on the screen. It may look complicated at first, but don't worry. We'll go through each section one by one. I have highlighted 30 different points on the EOB. Let me explain each of them to you so that you can read and analyze an EOB like a professional AR caller. At the very top of the EOB, you will see the Claim Processing Office. This tells you the address of the insurance company's claim office. If you ever need to send documents or letters about this claim, this is the address you use. Just below that, you will find the policyholder's home or office address. This is the official mailing address where the EOB is sent. Next, you will see the group name. This shows the employer's or organization's name under which the insurance policy is registered. Beside it, there is the group number. This is a unique ID for the employer's group plan. Whenever you contact the insurer, always provide this number. Now, look at the date on the EOB. This is the date when the EOB was issued. It's very important because it helps you track claim timelines. Next comes the reference number. This is a special number assigned to this EOB, so you can look it up quickly. Now, if you look carefully, you will find a section called Customer Service. Here, you will see phone numbers or contact details you can use if you need help with the claim. Then comes the claim summary table. This is like a quick snapshot. It gives you a one-line summary of payment information for each claim. Each claim has its own unique claim number. This number is very important because you must mention it every time you contact the insurance company about this claim. Next, you will see the patient's name. This tells you who received the medical service. The patient can be the policyholder or sometimes a dependent, like a spouse or a child. Now take a look at the total charge. This is the full amount billed by the provider before any discounts or adjustments. It shows what was originally charged for the services. Beside it, you may see the ineligible amount. This part of the bill is not covered by insurance. The reason may be duplicate billing, plan exclusions, or non-covered services. In many cases, this amount becomes the patient's responsibility. If the provider is in-network, you will notice a plan discount. This is a special discount because the provider has an agreement with the insurance company for lower rates. It reduces the overall cost. Now look at the deductible. This is the part of the bill that goes towards the patient's deductible. The patient must pay this amount before the insurance company starts paying benefits. The deductible is the patient's responsibility. Then comes the copay. This is a fixed fee, like $20 or $30, that the patient pays for each visit or service. This is also a patient's responsibility. After deductible and copay, you will see coinsurance. This is a percentage of the bill that the patient must pay. For example, if coinsurance is 20%, the patient pays 20%, and the insurance company pays the rest 80%. Once all these calculations are done, you will see patient responsibility. This is the total amount the patient must pay. It includes deductible, copay, coinsurance, and any ineligible charges. Now check the payment amount. This is the exact amount the insurance company paid to the provider for the medical service. On the EOB, you will also find the member ID. This is the employee's unique identification number. Always use this number when contacting the insurance company about your claim. This provider section shows the provider's details, the doctor, hospital, or clinic that gave the medical service. Number 21, patient account number. Here, you will see the patient account number. This number is created by the provider to track the patient's account. It is not an insurance number, but an internal number used by the provider. Next, you will see the treatment dates. These are the exact dates when the patient received the services. Procedure section describes the type of medical service or procedure. It may be a lab test, an X-ray, an office visit, or even surgery. Beside it, you will find a reference code. This code explains why some charges are marked ineligible or adjusted. Always check these codes to understand the reason. Number 25. Here, you will see paid at. This shows the percentage of the service cost covered by the insurance plan. For example, it may say 80% paid, which means the plan paid 80% of the allowed amount. Next point is other insurance credits. If the patient has more than one health insurance plan, this section will show other insurance credits. It explains how the second insurance plan affected the payment. After all the calculations and adjustments, you will see the adjusted payment. This is the final payment amount made by insurance. Now, take a close look at the reference code description. This explains, in simple words, the meaning of the codes from number 24. It tells you clearly why a claim was denied or adjusted. Number 29 is very important, which is appeal rights. This section explains your legal rights if you don't agree with the claim decision. It also tells you the steps you must follow to appeal and fight for your claim. Finally, you will see the deductible and out-of-pocket summary. This shows how much of your deductible and yearly out-of-pocket maximum you have already paid. It helps you track how close you are to reaching your yearly limits. With this walkthrough, you can now confidently read any EOB. Step by step, you know exactly what each section means. And as an AR caller, this knowledge will help you analyze claims with complete clarity and confidence. Now, let me tell you what your role with EOB as an AR caller is. First, you must review the claim. Look at the amount billed by the provider, the amount allowed by insurance, and the amount paid. Compare them closely. This helps you see if the provider is getting paid the correct amount. Next, check the adjustments. These adjustments show how much was reduced due to the contract between the provider and the insurance company. Understanding these contractual obligations is very important, so you know why the payment was reduced. Now, carefully look for denials. Read the reason codes given by the insurance company. These codes tell you why a claim or part of a claim was not paid. Once you know the issue, it's time to take action. If the claim can be appealed, prepare the appeal. If it needs to be rebilled, send it again. And if it requires a follow-up call with the payer, do that immediately. Finally, document everything. Note down every call you make, every action you take, and every follow-up you do. Clear documentation is the backbone of your work as an AR caller. In short, your role is to make sure the provider gets paid correctly, without delays. You are the one who keeps the revenue cycle moving smoothly. When you understand the EOB and act on it step by step, you ensure nothing is missed and every dollar is accounted for. Now, let us move on to the next question. What is an ERA? ERA stands for Electronic Remittance Advice. It is the digital version of an EOB. While an EOB is usually a paper or PDF document sent to the provider and patients, an ERA sends the same information electronically directly to the provider's billing system. This allows providers to receive payment details faster and more efficiently. ERA contains the same essential information as an EOB, such as claim number, patient name, total charge, adjustments, payment amount, denied services, reason codes, deductible, copay, coinsurance, and patient responsibility. It contains a comprehensive breakdown of payments for each claim, including the amounts billed, allowed, paid, and patient responsibility. One of the key advantages of an ERA is that it automates the posting of payments directly into the provider's billing system. This automation reduces manual errors, such as incorrect data entry or posting payments to the wrong account, and speeds up the entire revenue cycle process, allowing the practice to manage cash flow more efficiently. Think of an ERA as a digital roadmap of payments. It shows exactly what the provider billed, what the insurance company allowed according to their contract, what the insurance paid, and what the patient is responsible to pay. For an AR caller, understanding the ERA is extremely important. It allows you to review and analyze payments quickly, identify discrepancies or missing payments, and take the appropriate action, such as following up with insurance or rebilling. By using ERAs effectively, an AR caller ensures that the provider receives accurate and timely payment, reduces claim delays, and maintains a smooth revenue cycle for the practice. To differentiate EOB and ERA, the only difference is in how they are sent and used. An EOB, or explanation of benefits, is a paper or PDF document sent to both the patient and the provider. It shows what the provider charged, what the insurance paid, and what the patient may owe. An ERA, or electronic remittance advice, is the electronic version sent directly to the provider's billing system. It has the same information as an EOB, but it is designed for automatic payment posting, reconciliation, and denial management. In short, EOB is informational and patient-facing, while ERA is digital and provider-focused. Both are essential for tracking claims and payments accurately. The final takeaway is, EOB and ERA are not just documents. They are the heartbeat of medical billing, and each tells a story of the claim. Your job as an AR caller is to read that story, understand it clearly, and take the right action. By mastering both EOB and ERA, you ensure accurate payments, handle denials effectively, and grow successfully in medical billing. This is how you become an expert in denial management, and this is how you build a successful career in the U.S. healthcare industry. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to join the complete AR caller or medical billing training, contact us on WhatsApp. Also, follow this YouTube playlist and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Let's move to the Q&A session. For this Q&A session, join our WhatsApp group or ask me here in the comment section. I will reply to your comments.